Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Hyperledger's Brian Behlendorf says blockchain's potential is hitting a tipping point. Last December, Hyperledger Executive Director Brian Behlendorf said 2019 was a year of careful prosaic building. Now in an interview with CoinDesk Michael Casey in Davos, Switzerland, Behlendorf says a lot of what the blockchain ecosystem was building is getting closer to becoming a net positive for the world. There's a video. You can feel free to come back and play that if you're interested, and we're going to pass over that for this article. Citing double-digit blockchain usage in the diamond trade for tracing provenance, a variety of blockchain-based digital identity projects, and the rise of the central bank digital currency CBDC, Behlendorf pointed an upbeat picture of a technology moving quietly from concept phase to in production deployment. At this point, there have been enough pilots. There's a path through this technology to production employment, he said. By using tools like digital identity and secure transactions, Behlendorf believes many of the biggest problems of the day can, in some ways, be improved. We're moving towards much more self-managed, self-sovereign distributed digital identity, which would not have been possible without DLT. I know it's a big recurring theme here that we're hearing, and now you're seeing legitimization in the form of the central banks recognizing the technology inside. So I'm feeling a tipping point, he said. The annual event in Davos, he said, is the right place to get government and business leaders to engage on such projects. I worked for the World Economic Forum, the WEF, for 2 years as Chief Technology Officer, so I've been coming here for quite a while, he said. The forum itself was founded on these idealistic notions of making the world better. The goal, said Behlendorf, was to build consensus around pressing issues. He sees parallels to this mission in the blockchain. You get people in a room around a table from all sorts of different sides of an issue, get them to talk about how you get a thorny systematic problem and come out of that room with a consensus view of how to fix things, right? He said. That's kind of like blockchain in a nutshell. Next up, we have China is to inject 174 billion USD of liquidity into markets amid new coronavirus outbreak. China's central bank has announced it will inject 1.2 trillion yuan, or US 174 billion USD, into the markets via reverse repo operations on Monday. I definitely have to practice that word. Investors are bracing for the worst when markets resume following a new coronavirus outbreak that has dented China's economic activity. China's central bank will pump 1.2 trillion yuan, or US 174 billion, into financial markets on Monday as part of an effort by regulators to mitigate volatility when trading opens against the backdrop of a new coronavirus outbreak. Investors in Shanghai and Shenzhen are bracing for a possibly brutal return to trading when markets resume for the first time since the Lunar New Year holiday. The outbreak of a novel coronavirus, which has killed at least 304 people and infected more than 14,380 in mainland China, has ground economic activity to a near standstill in China. As authorities take aggressive measures to contain the flu-like disease, curbing public transport, shuttering entertainment venues, and shortening business hours. In the face of the epidemic situation, the People's Bank of China, PBOC, said on Sunday it would inject 1.2 trillion yuan via reverse repo operations on February 3rd to ensure sufficient liquidity supply. And we know they shut down their trading markets and everything financial until the 4th. Although this says the 3rd, the articles I read all weekend were they would resume on the 4th. So we'll see. And we know the president of the U.S. is also going to be speaking. So hopefully, as investors, we see some rise. I know today we saw a 2 cent from 24 to 26. Nearly 6 billion USD ready to move into Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and altcoin markets. Crypto analyst Maddie Greenspan. Portfolio manager and crypto analyst Maddie Greenspan says billions of dollars are essentially sitting on the sidelines ready to move into Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and the altcoin market at large. Greenspan is using data from the crypto research firm Masari, which shows the total value of all stablecoins is just shy of 6 billion USD. Stablecoins are digital currencies that are pegged to traditional assets like fiat. They're designed to maintain a steady value and offer crypto traders an easy way to sidestep the extreme volatility of the crypto markets. Greenspan's theory implies that the billions of dollars in the stablecoin market represent traders who have decided to exit their positions in BTC, ETH, XRP, and other crypto assets and are waiting for the optimal time to re-enter the market. And here we have Maddie's tweet about the 6 billion going into, ready to go back into the market. That's all I wanted to cover on that story. I'm going to end this video with all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. It's not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Wishing you guys the best of days.